Yeah, we in the building. What's going on, Dave?
Hello.
We trying to see if they gonna let us work YouTube at the same time, but they didn't last time. We just messing with YouTube real quick. So if you over there on, we're messing with Facebook real fast. If you over there on YouTube, man, shout out to you. We seeing it ain't gonna, we seeing it ain't gonna work over there, so we gonna just stay here. We gonna go ahead and stay tuned on TikTok. I keep saying TikTok. Yo, it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 long weeks.
Listen, life has been happening for us.
Yeah.
Life has been happening. But it is so good to be back on $2 Tuesdays. Hey! Thank you for everyone who is tuning in. Shout out to you, Dave, in the building. Shout out to everybody else who is in the building while we iron out just a little bit more glitches. You know who it is. It is Reckless World 7 here on these $2 Tuesdays. It's been way too long.
2-week vacation.
Way too long.
Yeah, how was Texas?
Ay, santo. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. It's grand. Just holding it.
Let's just jump back over here to us. We ain't got to
Shout out the Flashback in the building.
Shout out to Flash. Hey, let me fix my...
Listen, we're excited to be back. It was a little unexpected vacay that was needed, but we're back in the
Not
building.
for me.
Yes, Dito. Listen, at the end of the day, I always tell everybody, do what you need to do when it comes to family. Family first. All right? So at the end of the day, Texas, shout out. Shout out to my son, Bevel. BDB, love you to death. And, it was I loved it. It was too short, but I loved it.
How was Texas?
How was just breathing his air was everything. Like,
whoa.
No, not like that. Like my son. It's my son. I missed him. I haven't seen him in forever. So,
okay.
You know what I mean? He's out in Texas, so I had to go out there and go see my baby. I miss him. It was a great time. Yeah. But
You was at the gun range, I heard. I seen the pictures. She came back.
Like, boom, boom,
she want to show us her little paper where she didn't shot up the...
I will go get it. Do you want me to go get it?
No, because they ain't going to be able to see the holes anyway.
Oh, because listen, my aim is nice.
Okay, so let's go ahead and head to what we got going on today. How about that?
Yeah, shout out to you. What you got? Listen, you had a little vacay. So, like, how are you? How was everything?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I mean, after like 2 weeks of chilling out, I still don't have the vibe to talk about a lot of things, because right now I'm just like watching a lot of stuff and it's just like I'm burnt out on talking about a lot of things. I like to get into angels and aliens and stuff, but they say you shouldn't do politics and you shouldn't do religion because it's the fastest way to either get a crowd or to get rid of some friends. So,
exercise my right to plead the fifth.
Yeah, I just say, you know what? I will get into some things though, because I've been looking up. I'm really into angels or aliens.
Okay.
They're the same thing to me. If you're into spiritual stuff, it's the same thing. So I got some things I want to do about that. But this is $2 Tuesday. This is $2 Tuesday, the podcast reaction news, and this is the podcast. That's right. I said P.O.E, not pod, but P.O.E. Providing official entertainment, providing official education for the people on Earth, and as you know, everybody on this planet, not from this planet. We are tap into some reaction news. First, we're gonna talk about Drake filing that petition against UMG and Spotify over Not Like Us, the streaming, and then we're gonna also talk about the little comment that Future had to make about, who's really like that. You know what I mean? So we also got 2 people locked up for longer than 2 years who've never met each other but seem to have a baby. We're going to find out about this.
So what?
Yeah. And we got some cops versus kids video I want to show y'all about this. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. And we got so much more. So you know what it is. This is the podcast. We are here. And it is what it is.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We've missed y'all.
Yes.
I've missed doing this. Listen, I've missed it.
Yeah.
I've missed it.
Okay, well, since you made a lot of response to the inmate thing, we're gonna tap straight into this video
okay.
About this lady, this young lady, named Daisy Link, and this young gentleman, Hawan. It really like says Joan, but like Hawan. Like let's go back. Let's go to.
Coming up, but I can't
Let's go. Let me go see. Let's see. Where is he at? These
Right
two
there.
right here. Yeah, these
Daisy
two right
Link and maybe Hoang Dipaz.
here. Yeah, Hoan Depez.
Right?
Yeah, Hoan. Yeah, it's spelled. It's not even put the hyphen. I put the hyphen there because I just wanted to remember how to say Hoan instead of Joan because I said Joan. I thought Joan was the girl. I don't know. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's go ahead and tap into this video right now. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this because this is a little crazy. So hey, let's go.
It might be one of the most bizarre prison or pregnancy stories to surface from behind bars. A female inmate jailed on second-degree murder charges named Daisy Link says she was impregnated while in jail. The details of how this may have happened is stunning and why it's led to an investigation in Miami-Dade County. Tonight, we talked to the mother of that pregnant woman. A puzzling impregnation happened here at Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center to this female inmate named Daisy Link that's now under investigation.
December the 25th, she confirms to me that she's expecting, and this is on Christmas Day, so we were shocked.
The inmate's mother says her daughter told her this 23-year-old male prisoner with a long rap sheet, including second-degree murder, who she did not know, named Johan DePaz, reportedly passed semen not once but 3 times through a wall vent at the jail inside a glove to her daughter, who is now with child. Link's mom reacting to the revelation.
I know this did not happen. I heard what they said happened, which is the AC vent thing, which is ludicrous and ridiculous.
Link's attorney told us Miami-Dade Correction says her client got pregnant by some unconventional method. While Link and DePaz were both at TGK, he has now been moved to Metro West. Tonight, Miami-Dade Corrections released this statement about the 28-year-old Daisy Link's pregnancy while incarcerated, saying, "The care, safety, and rehabilitation of all those in our custody remains our top priority. And while there is no evidence of sexual battery against our inmate at this time, the circumstances surrounding the pregnancy are currently under active investigation." Daisy Link is now 3 months pregnant. But Josie Ramos worries not only how her daughter got pregnant, but if she is safe in getting proper medical care, because she's now housed in the jail's mental health ward.
Her to see if somebody in the courthouse would see this and let her out and so she can get proper prenatal care, maternity, because you don't come out of a jail impregnated by anyone while you're still awaiting a trial.
Miami-Dade Corrections tells us pregnant inmates receive timely and appropriate prenatal care, specialized obstetrical services when indicated by the CHS, and time for postpartum recovery, end quote. Well, the mother tells NBC6 she demanded an internal affairs investigation into how her daughter became pregnant in the first place and if she's receiving adequate care for her and her baby.
Crazy. Now, what's even crazier is she had the baby. She was healthy. The baby was born a little girl.
Yeah.
The mom said that according to her and the dad, because they had to play a little bit of a more recent clip from when she had gave birth.
Yeah, I seen it.
Is that she said that they did it through, for example, if she was in the bottom tier, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Tier? And he was in the upper tier, if he dropped something through his vent, it fell directly down to her vent.
Right.
So they just put
passing kites. That's how you do it in the county.
They put the semen inside of, she said he rolled it up like plastic cigarettes, like in plastic, almost like a cigarette sheet.
Yeah.
And passed it to her, and she used an applicator to inject it, and within a couple of tries, she was pregnant.
Shout out to her vagina.
I'm just saying, that's how it happened. They've never physically met, but yet it was like the immaculate, how did you get pregnant? You've been in jail for 2 years. They were testing the guards. They were like, yo, it has to be the guards. They swore it was like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody violated her where she's like, nah, it was just the vents.
Listen, listen, no.
And his mother has custody of the baby. It is the mother, the grandmom's, it was her first grandchild. Like, grandma felt like
mind
it's
you, they're both
immaculate
locked up for
conception,
murder.
and both of them are locked up for murder. Yes,
Both of them locked up for murder.
So his mom felt like she would never have a grandbaby from him because he was locked up for murder. You know what I mean?
Right. She's
like,
thinking like maybe they snuck out, met up somewhere,
whatever.
or
nah,
because he was 99.99997%
the daddy.
The daddy. So he is definitely the dad. And again, what she was explaining was, okay, so say you're on, if you ever been in any type of jail or been on just floors anywhere. They have vents. You know how you have your air vents in the bathroom. You can talk through the vent upstairs and downstairs depending on how it is. Some people take the water out the toilet bowl. These are old prison tricks, so don't judge.
Right? But I was like, yo, can that happen? I asked you that.
All
I
of
was
it,
like,
everything
can that
she said
really
is
happen?
possible. Everything she says. Listen,
true?
I know people on the streets who you know, the guy, they were lesbians, and she wanted to have a baby, so she wanted her brother, but her brother wanted to do it to the girl, and she was no. She was like, no, get a turkey baster. And, you know, they did it that way.
We gonna gabba.
I definitely know that somehow, you know, I don't know.
It is possible. Listen, sometimes when you do that, the screws are a little bit loose. So make sure you guys are doing it when you're supposed to do it, with who you're doing it with, and pass all the, don't put it in saran wrap and send it and put it through the applicator. Don't use a turkey baster.
If you're in jail, you do whatever you have to do. Shout out to you. Shout out to her vagina. Shout out to his bagging skills. I don't know why they would do that. They fell in love with
it was her first. I think it was her first baby. I'm pretty sure it was her first. Because listen, she was in murder for the murder of her boyfriend. She was on tape.
Yeah.
She shot him, and after she shot him, she was caught on tape walking by the camera, and she was like, "You'll be all right." I swear that's what she said to him.
She already a beast. So
yeah.
And then I didn't even realize what his murder case was. I knew it was something. But
it was something crazy because it has something to do with a car, but they didn't go into detail what his was about. They just showed the picture. However, both of them were locked up for murder. Both of them should have never seen the light of day, or in other words, he should have never seen a canal and she should have never seen a shaft. But it happened. They
didn't see the canal.
I know,
shaft.
But I'm saying, I'm just saying what you guys think of what pregnancy is. Yeah. That's not how it happened for them. They actually conceived the immaculate way. And it just so happened that they didn't need the interaction for them to produce this miracle baby.
Where there's a will, there is a way, and they found a way.
And they both were willing, and they made a way.
And look, and she said she did. She said it did like 5 times. She said she got pregnant.
A couple of times.
So he was in there jerking off.
He said he was sending it. No, he was sending it at least, he said, 5 times a day.
Yeah.
But she said it only took her a couple of times to inject it for it to happen.
If you're wondering how maybe he could do it because of oxygen and touching it, he probably got some type of saran wrap, wrapped it around his jaw.
Maybe like the press and seal.
Like, yeah, just like saran wrap, just regular saran wrap. He probably took some saran wrap, did his little thing, you know what I mean, and then took it and just twisted the top down on it.
And then
wrapped
she
it
opened
again,
it up and put it in the
down.
applicator.
She took it, stuck it in the applicator, and then, listen.
Enough for them to get pregnant. They did it.
So
and they go down in history for being the first couple to actually conceive this way.
Down for murder.
Crazy.
2 murderers gave birth, had a baby who's going to probably be a murderer.
And they never, no pa tanto, God bless that baby. But I'm just saying they never were able to touch each other and had this baby. That is something different.
That just shows that, you know, the mind, if we focus on how to fix things instead of how to argue, we could get a lot farther. Because see how it is when you want to get something done, you can get it done. So shout out to her vagina, and hopefully the baby isn't spoiled by these things. Grandma seems real confused, but hey, it is what it is.
No, that was grandma of the mother. The mother seemed like she didn't want the baby. However, his mother is the one who has custody of the baby.
It was his mother. Okay.
His mother. Okay. Yes, it's his mother's first grandchild.
Yeah, it's gonna be a demon.
So she was like, "Nah, I'm taking this baby. I'll raise it."
Okay. I keep seeing it glitch. I don't know why, but anyway. So I'm gonna take you to this another story that's out in Philly, right? So this is kids versus cops. Let's see how this goes down. I can't get my arrows. Let's go.
What building? Come on now. What building do you live in?
Officers respond to a call of a fight between about 20 teens. Some of these teens are known to have an extensive criminal history.
So I'm gonna tell you.
This ain't I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna get
Come on, what you doing that for?
Well, because it's called loitering and prowling, and you're obstructing.
Come on now, what you doing that for? I just killed my
him.
He ain't got nothing to do with that. He just got school.
Who are you?
I'm his cousin.
You're his cousin?
I'm his cousin. I ain't do nothing. I just got over here.
You can take me.
I got my phone and my stuff. Come on. Hey, look, come on. Put your hands
about to go to jail, too.
Stop! Get the stop! Sir, stop! Please, sir, stop! Don't stop! Let go! Get the Mom, stop moving! Mom, stop moving! Why y'all got me? Stop! Stop moving!
You guys get
Hey, y'all better back it up.
It's my big sister, please. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Please don't move. That's my big sister. That's me, bro. My big sister, bro. Please don't do nothing.
Take me out these handcuffs.
in the car.
Step away.
Big sister.
Step away.
For what? I ain't do shit.
Lord, I can proud of
I'm carrying my hood. Get the out of me, bro. We got nothing to do. We just game over here. Now get my sister. Get my sister the up off that ground. Or everything I'm gonna stick the out one of y'all officers. Oh, God. Let me go. I ain't got no Wi-Fi, man. Let me go.
Where do you live at?
Oh, I will stay out here.
Then get out of here now. Where do you live at? You work here. All right, kick rocks. Where do you live at? All right, kick rocks. That one.
Which one? Renter?
Hey, okay, I get down. Call my mama.
Where do you live? Then leave. Where do you live? Get your hands out of your pants. Where do you live at?
Don't touch me.
Where do you live at?
Huh?
Where do you live at?
Why you in my face, cousin?
All right, cool. We're going to get the hands up.
Nobody did to y'all.
I didn't do nothing to you. Stand
Yes,
up.
you did.
Because all I did was put you in cuffs.
Bro, give me the off this ground and get me out of these cuffs and take me home. See, I got you dropped out body cam.
Calm down. Calm down.
If you don't live here, leave.
Y'all got my brother. He didn't even do nothing. Y'all just texted him when he leave.
If you don't live here, leave. If you live here, go to your home.
Come get my phone.
Calm down.
Come in and call my sister. Can you get my phone?
I told you no.
It's right here.
What is know me?
She want her phone.
No.
She ain't did shit, so why she can't get her phone?
Stand back.
Just ignore Australia.
Yeah, just ignore me.
We will.
You want to go to jail?
My no. Because they were just fighting, man. They tripping. Come to the garden. They got her in the car, bro.
Step away.
Hey, I'm on the phone. Stop talking. Why you keep talking?
Boy, just wait till my daddy get out here, boy. On my soul. You get up, I ain't doing y'all. Man, bro, shut up, man. Chill out, bro.
You all right?
You welcome.
You all right?
Man, they just arrested him too.
Where do you live at? Where do you live at?
42.
All right, you're about to come here and talk to me. Where do you live at?
I'm a man.
Good. You do have to talk to me. Watch me. Where do you live at?
I gotta answer your question.
All right, then cool. We're going to handcuffs. Come on. Number 5.
Let me go now. My phone.
Called obstruction. Loitering and prowling. I can do this all day long.
Yeah, last time you talked to me, you said you're going to kill us all.
I didn't even say that. So when you put words in my mouth, you just put me in handcuffs because I didn't want to answer your question.
That's called obstruction.
That's not
And right
called
now, loitering and prowling and obstruction.
Do you know the rule, love, bro?
Do I know the rule? Yeah, I know the rule. I know the rule.
You just put me in handcuffs.
So absolutely, it's not a rule.
Bro, let me know.
I'm not sure where you got that rule from, but that's not a rule.
I don't have to answer your question.
You're right. You don't have to answer my question. You can go in handcuffs. Now it's called loitering and prowling and obstruction.
That's against the law, especially if you live there. We'll find
We want
out.
cars.
My phone. They have your phone. Do you live out here? Yes. Okay, what apartment do you live in? No, I don't live in this apartment. Okay. I need if you live here.
I live here. What apartment? I live down the street.
Please.
I live here, but I don't live here.
Your mother, if you live here, have your mother come see me. Pull her out.
I think she, manages.
I'm not even paying with you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is the way this works. If you do not live on this premises, then you are loitering and prowling. which means you are required to identify yourself to me. If you do live here, and I ask you your name and where you live, and you can't provide it, now you're required to quell my suspicions that you're not loading and prowling, which is why you're in handcuffs in the back of my car. Now, what's your name? Cameron. I don't want you to be in handcuffs, but I don't want to take you to jail. I would much rather call your mom, come pick you up.
Hey, yo, hold up. Chill out. First of all, we're going to start this whole thing over.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm her mother. Why is my daughter in handcuffs?
Your daughter is in handcuffs because she was fighting and then thought it was a good idea for her to try to swing on the police. So as of right now, your daughter is about to go to the juvenile detention center. You can ask him questions.
Okay, also, where's my son?
Who's your son?
He in that car too. He in the car too.
They
tried to tackle. No, this is what happened. She was not fighting.
Did you see her swing on the cop?
I did not.
I didn't either. I seen her jump in front of the cop.
I seen her jump, try to save her little brother. I didn't. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm bugging.
Yeah, I just had to.
Maybe that wasn't her little brother or whatever, but I did not see her swing on the cop. That's why I said, "What? Swing on the cop?" Like
I see
maybe
both sides being crazy.
Yes,
and
it was heated in the moment, but I don't remember her actually like swinging on the cop. I don't remember that.
We can go back there, but let's go. Let's keep going.
They was jumping a boy, and then Rashad had jumped in, and I guess they tried to arrest him too. So that's when Kamara swung.
All right, we're gonna stop all this. So this is the way this works.
That's your daughter? That's my daughter, and that's my son.
Your daughter is under arrest. She hit 2 officers.
What did the officers do to my baby?
They tried to tackle Rashad, and that's when she jumped on him.
Hey, all right. Do we have a Rashad in custody?
Her brother.
So he's the first one that charged that man.
But there's no charges on him?
No charges.
All right, so, ma'am, excuse me? So right now, your son, Rashad, I believe he's one of the ones we had detained as well. He's not being charged with anything, okay? Apparently, there was a large fight out here. We don't know why yet. As this large fight broke out, officers arrived on scene here, and we tried to gain control. Your son
not being charged.
One of the officers didn't get hit. He didn't hit anybody.
Hold up, because you were talking.
All right, I'm sorry. I know you have me in my mouth quiet, but what they said was the friend was like, they was messing with Rashad and she had jumped in it. And then they was like, the cop was like, whoa. And then they was like, where's my son? She was like, where's my son Rashad? And the cop was like, well, which one's Rashad? She was like, my son. And the cop was like, the first one that was involved.
They ran up.
But we're not pressing no charges on him.
On the one that ran up, the little kid with the red one.
Yeah, but you...
Right, because he looked like a little ass kid.
But you pressing charges on the sister that was like, hold on, that's my little brother because he's a little ass kid.
Well, I agree. I mean, so far, I think what she did was not right. So that leaves her open to be put in those situations because she didn't really necessarily have to go run up there. You see it was the police officer there.
I understand what you're saying.
So you acting like, you know, I get it though.
Let's watch the rest of it and then we're going to go back to the beginning of where she's involved.
Yeah. When that happened, I guess his sister came up and that's when she struck 2 officers. That's why she is now detained and being placed under arrest. Okay?
So out of this whole fight, my daughter the only person going to jail?
As of right now, yeah.
Mom! I want to speak to my mother. Mom! Shut up, boy! I know you out there!
What you keep hollering for me for? You don't think I can hear you? Do you not understand that I'm already pissed off? Because you told me that you was staying after school. So how the hell your ass end up pissed off?
He called me and said,
I don't give a when nobody called you and said, and you supposed to be your ass at my house. So how you get crossed out to Savannah Gardens?
Because they called.
I don't give a why is my daughter going to jail? Because you doing some extra.
No, ma'am. They was trying to jump Kamora and I jumped in.
And I just started shooting.
You got anything on you? Tell me now. A lighter? Where? Don't reach for it. Have you been around weed? Because your clothes reek of it. Is there any on you?
I'm going to check the back of the patrol car. I'm going to find it if it's there, okay?
You might as well just tell us. In your sock?
All
right. And I'll take your shoes off. Pop this up.
right.
All right. Sit back in the car. She got nothing in her boxers.
Just the joint?
Just the joint.
I thought that was a dude the whole time.
No charges, right? No charges. Mom's right there. She comes over, we'll release. No charges. No charges. Mom's on the way. Once she gets here, we'll release. Got it?
She got a joint in her sock.
Who does?
The female in that car.
Who's that one?
She's the one who threatened to kill us last time, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Tell me what exactly went on.
So our officers responded to a fight that just occurred here. There's apparently 20 individuals. Just a large fight.
Yeah.
When they arrived on scene, a lot of people scattered.
Yeah.
A couple people came running up, and a couple people ended up getting detained because they were trying to fight the police officer.
So I'm the new senior manager here.
Okay.
I'm not going to tolerate it. So if you are tied into this and you live on my property, you're going to get a notice to vacate.
Okay.
I already done got it from my ADO.
Have you met Linda? This is the property manager.
Crazy.
I'm going to get with her.
Okay.
You hurting anywhere, bud?
You okay? He slammed me on my head. My head is hurting. I fell dead on my body.
Do you want to go with EMS? Do you want him to go
What
with
he thought he was gonna fall on?
No, he's fine. Where y'all taking her to? Juvenile?
We're calling right now, so we'll let you know in just a minute. Alright, love you too.
I'm the mother.
Her?
My son, y'all just called me.
Other vehicle.
Oh, everybody knows.
It gets deeper.
He claiming he wasn't out here fighting. He got put in handcuffs because he was out here fighting at some point in time with somebody. So he's not getting charged today, but since he's a juvenile, we got to release him to your custody.
So what happened?
Big fight ensued and we showed up.
Who was he fighting? Fighting nobody.
They faced the vehicle for me.
Turn over, CJ.
And so I'm not telling you what to do, but I think you need to make better decisions. I didn't say. So
He'll be outside.
I'm just saying. The point that I'm trying to make.
We have to take photos. Hey.
No,
the
he
point that
don't.
I'm trying to get him to understand is regardless if he gets into stuff or not, who he hang out with, he don't need to hang out with.
He don't hang out with nobody.
He hang out with somebody.
No. That's my son. He's not a problem child. No. Anything else?
Nope. Y'all are good.
Thank you. Every black child is not a problem child.
I didn't say he was.
I'm just saying how he was just walking and y'all put my child in handcuffs because he was walking.
So you believe your child over the police?
That's exactly what happened. They didn't see nothing.
They didn't see nothing. And they said it.
Y'all just detained the kids.
We seen it.
That wasn't.
So this is the way it worked. When I rolled up, everybody scattered. Okay. So I don't know who was fighting, but if they don't live here, it's called loitering and prowling.
What's your name and badge number anyway? We have a black
Officer Johnson, 6.
Okay, let me get it.
I don't have a card actually.
Y'all gonna just go put him in handcuffs.
Because
And y'all ain't got a reason, so I don't. He wasn't fighting. He wasn't fighting. He just was coming from my sister. He wasn't even fighting. She got him on the video camera. Coming to the house and coming from school. Y'all is something else. Y'all better go to the ones that y'all need to go to. You gotta tell me what happened. Stop that. Stop it.
No, you ain't coming out until your mom says so.
Send him right back in there for me, please.
Yeah.
Send him back in there. Can anybody tell me what's going on?
We got a call that there were about 20 children up here fighting. So when I showed up, everybody kind of scattered, and then he refused to identify himself, refused to give me his name and his birthday. So at that point it became obstruction. He went to handcuffs to be detained. That's why he's in this situation. We're not going to pursue those charges. We're going to release him to you.
What are the charges?
There's no charges.
Loitering and prowling and obstruction.
And
obstruction. But
do you know what your charges are? Listen, if I ask you one more question and you shake your head at me and you ask me with attitude, they can go ahead and take you because I'm getting sick of this. Why didn't you tell this man where you live at? This man ain't lying on you. I know your attitude. This man is not lying on you. You should not have came down here. It is a phone in the schoolhouse that you can use, and several phones there. Somebody is coming to get you. You know that. And then you got an attitude.
Yeah, he's like, Ma, you fronting on me in front of these pigs.
Ma'am, thank you.
On my phone now.
No, he arrested me because I didn't want to answer his question.
Okay, Camaro, what's wrong with that? Camaro, you are in somebody else's property. That don't work like that.
I talked to her dad. The paperwork will be sent to that address that they live at over in Iowa. All right, so just wait for the court date. So I called the jail to see if they were going to take her, but the jail wasn't going to. That's literally the only reason she's not going over.
Gamora was charged with felony obstruction, loitering and prowling, and 2 counts of battery. Gamoria was charged with possession of marijuana, obstruction, and loitering and prowling. The others were released to the care and custody of their parents. One parent made it clear that the blame for the entire situation was the fault of the police, who responded to numerous 911 calls related to a large fight. They are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. This woman accused this man of groping her breast.
We ain't gonna do that. But listen. Okay, so what was your thoughts on the whole thing? And first, let me say this. Shout out to Flashback for the Fantastic Four comment. I just want to put that out there. The comment before that, you know what it was. But shout out to you. Hey, Auntie Betty in the building. Hey, shout out to you. Ra in the building. Dave in the building. Who else in the building? Who popped in here so far? Let me go back and run back real quick. Spider Angela, man, Spidey, salute to you in the building. Yes. Let's give you guys the horns. Okay, what did you think about this? Like the whole story. You want to go back and see if that girl, if she actually swung on him? Oh, I want to see. I'm sorry, but I do want to see if she actually swung in the cops. I do. Okay, let's see if we can go back.
I mean, I don't want to be like,
Where do you
I just want to see this.
Okay, let's.
No, go back.
Get there.
Right there. Stop playing the music.
I cut that. Which call off? Hold on. Let me pick it up. Let me open it up for you guys to see.
Okay.
It's a little boy.
Mm-hmm. She pushed. Okay.
She didn't. Yeah, but she nah.
I understand. She pushed through, but hold on. Let's see the rest of it. She just pushed through. But what else did she do that was bad?
Well, you're right. Let's give it the volume. It sounds so much better.
What else did she do that was bad? I don't see her swinging. I don't see none of that. They took her down. Yeah. No.
They might use that right there.
Maybe that little churn. That little churn, but that's not enough. Maybe the breakthrough of the original.
Just do it. All right, let's go back.
The breakthrough of the original. When she first broke right there. That one.
Right, she grabbed him, pushed him, and then got in between him and the son. So she wasn't.
And then hold on, and then when they grabbed her. Right.
Camera switch, so we switched cameras. She could have sworn we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, right
that ain't no swing though.
He said resisting.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I leave it up for a jury.
I don't know. I mean, what do you? I mean, based on everything, listen. You can't expect perfection when you're dealing with a whole bunch of different people, right? What did you think of the overall decision making?
I mean, not for nothing. I know how I get behind. Should you have been there?
Yeah, but that's not the question. That's the mother thing. We've seen the mothers do that.
But you
listen. Every kid does that. I'm not saying every kid, but
I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was to the point where it needed to be that. Were they tripping? I mean, they may have been on height because of what was going on, but did they have to grab him? No. And they were saying that, like, yo, you don't have to grab me. Like, bro, I'm not.
Right, because that was what ensued. That's what started everything.
He was the one swinging and acting all crazy. I'm not. So I understand why it escalated. I'm not saying everybody's right in the situation, but still, at the end of the day, it wouldn't have escalated if you would have just been like, all right, so what's going on? Like, what happened? Instead, you grabbed him like on some, and he's like, bro, it's not even me. Like, chill.
Let's see. Look. Let's just run back. All right, so let's run back and just catch this beginning of it one more time, so everybody can see it, and then we can really just break down. Right. Let me push this back a little bit more. Stop the salsa music.
Where do you live at? What building?
Come on now.
What building do you live in?
Officers respond to a call of a fight between about 20 teens. Some of these teens are known to have an extensive criminal history.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell you.
This ain't I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna get
Come on, what you doing that for? Wow.
Now, see, I don't think that was necessary.
That's my point.
And that was where it started, where the young boy came like, whoa, he ain't had nothing to do with it.
That's my point. Like, you don't know where he lived at because he was like, I'm gonna tell you. And before he even could say anything, he was like, I don't believe it. You didn't even allow him the chance to say what building he lived in before you assumed anything different.
I don't even care if he didn't live in any building. I
But
still felt that,
was his
I felt
assumption.
like...
Because you asked him where he lived at. That's like saying, like, yo, what's your street address? And you're like, come on, why I gotta tell you my street address? I'm telling you, it's because at the same time he was pointing to where he lived at. He was like, come on. And he pointed over there to tell you where, and you were like, ugh, and you arrested him.
Right.
So you jumped the gun, and some people were like, bro, you jumped the gun because maybe in reality they know, like, he really lives there. Like, what's wrong with you? Chill.
Yeah.
Before anything happened, it spiraled out of control, and then it had the ripple effect, and now everybody is arrested because it's what the cops say. Now, shout out to everybody who was in the building. They said the officers had to contain her because of her aggressiveness toward the officers. I understand that because she ran up and pushed them. That's why I said, hold on.
Yeah, she could have did it differently.
She could have approached it differently. And then they've also said foolishness creates a mess, which equals confusion. And that's why I said, like, at the end of the day, it's like, but let him explain himself, because maybe if you were able to listen to him and he said, yo, I live at 1267, you listen to him and he was like, damn, I really live at 1267 and he's here. It's not him that's a part of the problem.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, if you come out there and you don't see any fight, you see a lot of people. So, you know, you got the call that there's a fight out there. There's a bunch of 20 kids out there. There's a fight. You pull up, most people who scatter.
Yeah.
Those who stick around because they like, I ain't did shit. That really is why they be sticking around most of the time. So they like, well, I'm running for, I ain't do nothing.
And that's how he was. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm
I mean, like,
bro,
I think the initial contact with him is the reason why it all happened, which could in turn was the effect of the little boy coming, and then from the little boy to his sister coming behind him being grabbed, knowing he ain't had nothing to do with none of this either. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at both sides of the coin, I think the officers, they failed. They did a good job at the end.
They said the kids had a total disregard for the law.
Definitely did. But again, people listen. I can't say I haven't had contact with none of these officers out here to know how they are. But I know when we were younger, you had officers that was dickheads. And when these kids, if you lived in the city, you got officers that are dickheads. Officers, and they don't necessarily have to be bad people. It's just like we watching Cobra Kai. If you ever watch Cobra Kai, shout out
to Cobra Kai.
Shout out to Cobra Kai, right? Because I did not want to watch it. I thought that was like the stupidest thing. But I watched everything else. So I'm like, yo, all right. My man kept telling me it was good. So 2 years ago, he told me, I think it was about 2 years ago. So I'm like, all right, let me start watching it.
It's pretty good.
But it gave you the opposite perspective of where Lawrence was coming from. The guy who was who fought Daniel in the first Karate Kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Blonde hair guy, you know, he came out with the motorcycles, and it's giving you a perspective of him, where he comes from, his story. So, I mean, when you start digging into situations, you learn.
The whole thing is
you
crazy.
learn more. You learn a lot about people. But if we're just going face value. I think they handled that a little bit wrong. I think they just seen a whole bunch of niggas out there, little black kids out there, and was frustrated. Well, you coming with us. You ain't answering my questions. You think you tough, you coming with us. And in reality, those kids do not have to answer their questions.
Nope.
They don't have to answer the questions. Just because a cop walks up to you and says, giving you your ID, he does not have the right to take away your property or ask for your property, because it's your property. Your name, your ID, your paper, all of that is yours. So when they come up and ask you for it, man, if they don't have the right, you can tell them no.
Listen, Dave said, when you see party lights flashing, take your ass in the other direction.
And shout out for all those kids that was probably out there fighting and took their ass in the opposite direction. It's always the ones that ain't did nothing get in trouble.
In the other direction.
Always the spectators that end up getting in some shit, because now they cops got to come out. But okay, listen.
All right, what you got else?
Okay, so I got another story.
What you got else?
I got another story. There was what led to a triple murder suspect in New York being released from jail. Okay, this story's kind of
released.
Yeah, he was released. Well, you know, that's the way they give you the props, but you know, the story gets a little bit easier. So let's go ahead into the story right now. Shout out to New York. Let's go.
We are also learning more about the suspect behind a deadly stabbing spree across Manhattan on Monday. 3 people were attacked at random, killed, just a month after that suspect was released from jail. Ramon Rivera, a homeless man with 8 prior arrests and a history of mental illness, got an early release from jail due to good behavior, raising questions about the circumstances leading to that release. And the I-Team's Melissa Russo is in the newsroom now. Melissa, I understand you have exclusive new details about that offer that got him out of jail early.
Yeah, we do. Basically, we've been looking into the past of this case, and it was completely impossible for the prosecutors and the courts and the city jail system to predict specifically that Ramon Rivera would be accused of killing 3 people 1 month after being released. But critics and criminologists say that there were some missteps, like a lenient offer by prosecutors and a lack of focus on Rivera's schizophrenia diagnosis that, in hindsight, should have been handled differently.
Ramon Rivera was on Rikers Island facing burglary charges when he got into deeper trouble in May. Rivera kicked a correction officer and smacked her into a wall after being sent to the Bellevue psych ward for his behavior in the jail. The incident could have resulted in a longer jail sentence that would have left Rivera behind bars last Monday, the day he allegedly stabbed and killed 3 innocent people.
Damn.
But court transcripts obtained by the I-Team show that in September, Rivera took a deal offered by the Manhattan DA's office. Plead guilty to attempted assault in exchange for 90 days in jail. But Rivera did not have to serve 90 extra days because the prosecutor said that sentence could be made concurrent with the other sentence Rivera was already serving. I don't anticipate this plea will change his expected release date, which is October 17th, 2024, the prosecutor said. The New York City Correction Department also could have kept Rivera incarcerated for the entire 364-day sentence, because after all, he assaulted a correction officer. But instead of remaining on Rikers until next February, law enforcement sources say the city's Department of Correction used its good behavior standard, which meant they released Rivera on October 17th after serving just 2/3 of his sentence. The city's Department of Correction has declined to explain why.
First, the district attorney recommending a sentence that would run concurrent was mistake one, and a tragic one at that. 2 was the court's decision to accept that plea when the attempted assault could have been run consecutive. The third mistake was that the New York City Department of Corrections decided to award him his good time instead of taking away his good time.
After Rivera assaulted that correction officer in the psych unit, she tried to kick Rivera back while he was restrained. She was arrested, pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor, and was sentenced to 10 days of community service, according to law enforcement. Sources in the DA's office say given the totality of the circumstances, including the correction officer's illegal conduct and lack of physical injuries, a 90-day concurrent sentence was an appropriate disposition. Meanwhile, a review of the transcripts also shows that while Rivera's defense attorney disclosed in court that his client is a diagnosed schizophrenic who talks about his own mental discontrol and who is not responsive to many questions about his case, Rivera's diagnosis and his apparently deteriorating mental health did not seem to play any role in the decisions about his fate.
And former correction commissioner for New York City, Michael Jacobson, who is now serving on the city council's commission to replace Rikers with smaller borough-based jails, said that there may have been some tragic gaps in how this particular case was handled. But he says the bigger picture problem is that keeping prisoners with mental illness longer in jail, especially in a place like Rikers, may only make them worse. He also...
Yes. Look, shout out to Sherry Berry. Listen, the thing about the correctional facilities and the way that the system works, it's always worked like that pretty much. Like when you get inside institutional situations like that, and especially him having a defect, a mental defect, they have to go into, like you said, we don't know what the mental defect was, right? Because like you said, going into who he actually is as a person, why was he there? Clearly he's doing burglaries and robberies, he's homeless, he's deranged, he gets locked up, gets sentenced. Within his sentence, he gets into it with an officer. We know how officers charge you. We just watched that. So again, I didn't want to say he did or he didn't, but this is a part of the program when you go in and out of jail. So him getting, them looking at the judge looking at it and looking at the cases and everything and going, look, 90 days running concurrent with the sentence he already got, get him out the jail. There's no reason to keep him there. It wouldn't be because they knew he was going to go commit a murder, right? I think what he needed was hospital. He needed help. He needed to be in a facility and help. Then they released him. So, it's a big story. I mean, I don't know what you think about that, man. Do you think it's crazy? I mean, like we see this all day. You work at the hospital. You see them. You see the weirdest. You see the weirdest stuff that happens at the hospital, the way things go. So, like, just the way that the system's designed, is it the system's fault for real, or is it?
Exercise my right to plead the fifth.
What, on this guy and what he did in New York jails?
It's just crazy.
Well, listen, I don't know. I don't know the politics of how these things go, so that's just how it is. But what about anybody else? Nobody else? What's going on in the chat? Tell me what's going on in the chat.
Listen, Sherry said she is prepping Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. I cannot wait.
Prepping.
I'm salivating at the thoughts of it.
Yeah.
It's devouring.
Okay. Whatever. Okay, so if you're into hip hop, we're gonna go ahead now because most people want to know what I thought about this. So we're gonna get into this right here. Drake files a lawsuit. Matter of fact, you know what? Before we get into the Drake files a lawsuit, how about we tap into what Future had to say first, because that's what happened first, and then we'll tap back into this because I'll give you my theory about how all this, what I think the game plan is going to be for, again, this music stuff, this right here. Maybe about a week now, but Future had made a comment. They had asked him in a GQ magazine about, the song Like That. And then the song Like That is the song that Kendrick Lamar destroyed or set the tone for it was ready to go to war with Drake or J. Cole. And we know J. Cole dropped he dropped something. He dropped the, what was it, 7 minute, something, 7 minute, whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but his song was something to be
what?
His album. Maybe I say the album.
Yeah, it was,
because it was only 12 songs, I believe it was.
Okay.
On that album that he dropped. But people were saying, like, bro, how can you be nominated for, like, Artist of the Year? I believe it was Artist of the Year.
You talking about Kendrick?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about, okay, all right, you're talking about Kendrick's new one. Okay.
Yeah, because how can you be nominated for Artist of the Year and, like, you have all these nominations, but you didn't drop an album? So they're like, yo, he tried to hurry up and drop something for the end of the year and say, like, you know what I mean? They Not Like Us, even though it was a smash, and Drake is trying to say I finagled it and it's bringing on a lawsuit and I'm gonna shoot him down shots it's gonna happen.
But this is how it started, right? So it starts from here. We're gonna go to the Breakfast Club and just let them go ahead and give you a quick breakdown. Let's see if it lets us refresh it. Saying they're having trouble.
Cranberry sauce.
So the big three Kendrick is referring to, of course, we know is Drake, J. Cole, and himself, right? Mm-hmm. But Future said, I'm supposed to be the one who gets mad. I'm still confused about that. Nobody cares what I think. That was so effed up about the S, to the point where I'm so clear, I ain't even say nothing about how I feel about it. Like, why is everybody mad when he was talking about me on my song? So y'all just forgot about me? I ain't a part of the big three. I'm nobody on my own song, man. And then Future later clarified that he doesn't actually have a problem with any of the big three artists. He said, I ain't got nothing to be mad about. Find something I should be mad at them about, then I guess I'll be mad, which kind of seems contradicting to me. Like, why you say something in the first place?
Exactly.
Like, why do they talk backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards? Like, what is going on?
I mean, Future's not part of the big three. He's part of the Fantastic Four. But if you ask me, I done told y'all he's the biggest out of. I mean, it's been repositioned now, right? Because at this moment, at this current moment, it's Kendrick. Mm-hmm. But historically, right, it's been kind of
the last couple of years.
But that's because Kendrick takes his breaks. Yeah. But Future bigger than all.
Yeah, I'm not letting that go because that wasn't the conversation. I never believed that was really the conversation. Look, check this out. The song is Future and what's the boy name, man? Who did the song? Who did the album?
Sure.
It was Future and Metro Boom. Was it Metro? Future and Metro Boom did the. So we're talking about not like that, where it all started before Drake even got into the lawsuits.
I think it was Metro.
So I think it was Metro. Okay, so whoever, if it was Metro and it was Metro and Future, Kendrick appeared on Like That. Dog, is you like that? Yeah. Now at the time, Future was suspected to have a beef with Drake. They hadn't done any work after they had that glorious album. There was some beef between them, and there was some beef between Metro and Drake as well. Some say it was over a female, whatever it was. But it was some beef, internal beef that was going on with them guys. So when they dropped the song, people got to remember that J. Cole and Drake, when they did first person shooter?
Yes.
When they did first person shooter, J. Cole was the one who said, we are the big three, me, Kendrick, and Drake, right? Now, again, when he's talking about the big three, nobody on the planet thought they were talking about numbers. Most people understood it was about lyrics. Who is the best lyricist? Who is the best lyricist?
In that moment for that time.
Right, because if you go numbers, Drake was up there with
everybody in the building.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Drake was running the game pretty much, right? So we know it wasn't based on numbers as far as between those three.
Yes.
It was about lyricism, quality of music. That was their little thing about the quality of music. So when Future jumps in now after all this time and he does a GQ interview and says, you know, like, I should have been mad, like, I'm a part of the big three. Future is a top dog in his own world. It's not about a top three with Future. Future is top in numbers and doing what he does. He's not a part of this big three conversation of what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're talking about lyricism. Future has some lyrics with him, but Future is known for his melodic sounds, man. He takes you on a journey. He is the master in his own craft. You can't take nothing from him. So he is the top dog. When it comes to all of them with sales and everything, he has the most influential power. True indeed. But like, for him to say that, I was kind of confused. Like, you diss me on my own song. You know, niggas wasn't even talking about you. It seemed like, but because of that statement right there and everything that's going on with Drake and Kendrick, right? This is what started getting me. I'm going, hold up. Young Thug is home. Young Thug is home now, right?
Yes,
so now that Thugger is home, Drake gave Thugger what, $1 million? So Drake gave Young Thug $1 million. Here you go, boom. Now you gotta remember, in Kendrick's song, he said you go down south to, you know, to take from them, to take their spoils and to get your vibe up on them. He did a whole nice little collage of, he painted a picture that you could look at optimistically and go, I can see that, even if you've never saw it. So he painted a pretty picture with that. So for me seeing, like, to me it seems like, all right, Thug is home, and I guess his alliances with Birdman and Drake and this, that, and the third. And so now Kendrick just made the comment about, like, Lil Wayne, like, nigga, I supported you in the whole shit, so it's the honorary that my hard work is the reason why you upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my hard work is the reason why the dude I grew up listening to is upset. The irony in that. Like, and in reality, it's the truth. Oh, and by the way, she's not smoking a cigarette. This is CBD. Oh. Yeah, it's not.
I'm sorry.
They are CBD cigarettes. They are not. This is not tobacco at all. It's 100% CBD. So just in case y'all looking like, why is she looking like Rosie Perez and she was smoking that joint from the side. Remember when she was in I'm just saying. Remember when she was in what was that with Woody Harrelson and
White Man Can't Jump.
White Man Can't Jump. She looked like, maybe she won the lottery, she won the questionnaire or fucking anyway, but yeah, so
I can't stand her.
I'm just saying. So like,
anyway,
because to me, I like to watch what I believe that everything that we see on TV is already scripted. Especially when it comes from like the big top dogs, the people with money, everything is a script. It's like boom, boom, right? So now everybody knows Drake is mad about Not Like Us. He's been going through all of this argument about Not Like Us, and then he decides to go ahead and do this. So now, if you haven't known about this, yes, Drake decided that he was going to drop a lawsuit against UMG, Solution Grange, and Spotify, saying that they basically cooked the books, took payola. Excuse me, he didn't file a lawsuit. What he did was file a petition to get the information in order to file a lawsuit. So basically what he's doing is he's poking the bear. And we seen when Diddy poked the bear, what happened. So to me, I think that Drake has lost his mind, and or he might have that power to make a crazier play because he took a hellified loss. But let's go into this right here, and you take a quick listen to this.
Drake is filing a petition against Universal Music Group and Spotify, accusing the companies of, quote, artificially inflating the spread of Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. In the New York court filing, Drake alleges UMG and Spotify, quote, deceived consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was, manipulating the streaming services to make the song go viral. UMG released a statement saying in part the suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. Senior culture reporter at ESPN's Anscape and author of It Was All a Dream, Biggie and the World That Made Him, Justin Tinsley, joins me now for more. Justin, thanks for coming on. First, I just want to get your reaction. What did you think when you first heard the claims in this petition?
Wow. Like, in the history of rap beef and all the rap beefs that I've covered in my career and all the rap beefs that I've read about over the course of the genre's entire history, from Ice Cube and NWA to obviously Tupac and Biggie, Jay-Z and Nas, so on and so forth, you've never actually seen potential litigation come into play. So when I saw this drop yesterday, I was like, wow, this is definitely a new frontier in terms of rap beef.
Bullshit? Now, how big of a deal is it for a star like Drake to be alleging that one of the largest music labels in the world and streaming platforms in the world were basically conspiring against him to promote this diss track?
It's a potential bombshell, because what he filed was a petition, which is not to be confused with the lawsuit. Right. Basically, a petition is going to allow his lawyers to look at evidence or search for evidence that they alleged in that petition. Now, if they find things to their liking or find things to their interest, they could potentially file a lawsuit. But like you said, this is one of the biggest stars in the world, one of the biggest music labels in the world, one of the biggest streaming platforms in the world, and he's alleging foul play. He's alleging that they juked the numbers in terms of helping his rival, his foe out, and in terms to hurt him. So it could potentially be a major lawsuit when we're looking at in terms of the intersections of the criminal, not criminal justice system, but law enforcement, law, courts, and hip hop, which already has a storied history to begin with.
Now, Drake's petition also accuses UMG and Spotify of paying social media influencers to promote Not Like Us.
Pay your love.
But Not Like Us also debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. It broke the Hot Rap Songs chart record for the most weeks at a time. So if his allegations are true, could that all be tied into this, or does that make this case more difficult for him?
Honestly, here's the thing, Diane. I don't know if anyone would be surprised if numbers were manipulated in some sort, because you got to think about it. There's always been some sort of pay-for-play situation going on with the music industry. This is long before streaming, long before the internet came into play. But here's the thing about Not Like Us. What can't be manipulated is the cultural touchstone that it became over the spring and the summer. What can't be manipulated is how marching bands at colleges are playing this every weekend during football games, or how it's being played at wedding receptions, how it's being played at homecomings. You can't manipulate the cultural impact that this song had. And that's one thing that Drake, no matter what becomes of this potential lawsuit, he can't take away from that. This song was a major, major hit, and it's up for several major awards at the Grammys next year, including Song of the Year.
All right, senior culture reporter at...
All right, so what you think about that?
Well...
With the lawsuit. Okay, matter of fact, you know what? Do me a favor. I got the keyboard. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll just do it myself.
You need me to do something?
No, I was going to look up. I wanted to see. I was going to look. Matter of fact, here, you got it. Look up. I want you to look up what label Drake signed to. I want so people can see it.
Where you see the typing at?
Huh?
Where do you see typing at?
Oh, I never. There you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I know he's OVO, but who their major label is.
No.
You know what? Matter of fact, let's do it over here. Ask what major label is Drake signed to? Major label record.
Right there.
Because I know it's OVO. So Young Money, Cash Money. Cash Money is UMG, right? I don't even like going into Wikipedia. I hate Wikipedia. Now, I want to know what major label he signed to, because he signed to OVO himself, and then he signed to Cash Money, and then he deals with J Prince. OVO, Universal Music Group. Drake is re-signed with Universal Music Group and got that $400 million deal, right? Okay. So check this out. This is where I know things are about to get crazy, right? Especially if you know anything about business, and then just think about the music and things that we've seen thus far. Mm-hmm. So he signed to UMG. Okay. Kendrick is through Interscope. They're all going back to UMG because there's only 3 to 4 major labels that exist to this day, right? So now, for Drake to ask the same company that he's getting this $400 million from, to now, you basically want them to do an audit of some sort against another artist that's on that camp, because now you're basically saying that the same team that's been running with you is now, since Kendrick has switched and got with Taylor and made his moves, that he's in his feelings to the point where you're actually going to challenge Lucien Green. You're going to challenge the big dog, because that's what it seems like to me. You're basically challenging the big dog. So I mean, like, the only reason why I'll give him a half-ass truth is because he's Jewish. He can't even lie, like, because he's Jewish.
Read Dave's stuff.
Dave said Uncle Luke and Two Live Crew went to court, and it changed the direction of the rap music. Definitely, because they were being hit with, they wanted their music censored and shut down, and so Luke and them paved the way for half of the raunchy shit that you see on TV today. So if you like raunchy shit, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, all this murder, death, kill music. Yeah, it was raunchy shit. Not that it's not good, but damn, that's all we get? Yeah, something wrong. But this is a situation where this guy has lost a battle. He lost the battle, and now, because he's lost the battle, he believes that, he's saying that the streaming services were boosted in order to give such the impact that it was given. The problem I'm saying is, Drake, you don't think they use the same methods with you, and don't half of these people that do music that got a half a brain do? If you're a young artist and nobody knows you, the first thing that you're supposed to do after you make a great song and you feel it's a good song, you're gonna actually spend money on a video and things like that, because you should make a video for every song. But when you got a song that you think is video worthy, maybe radio worthy, college circuit worthy, you ready to work it. Not just do a video and make some shows, but work this song. Because you can work a song for a year before it pop. That's the thing. You can work one song, not an album. You don't gotta keep dropping music, you work a song. But what you was blowing in? What you blowing in my ear?
That pineapple.
This shit is crazy. But listen, at the end of the day, if he's going against if he's going to go against UMG, you're exposing your own sensei, basically. And most people,
he's showing his own hand. But you know what?
Most people pay for advertisement for their music.
That's a toto scoring.
Yes, he's a girl.
Yes,
but we would consider, no disrespect, but we would consider him in the lower levels of life, where a man has he got to be a man. He's sensitive.
He is such
he's a sensitive rapper. Tuck him back in his pajama clothes.
Yeah, like he's born. Like, he's done.
Yeah, to do that, because he got his own LLC. I think it's Frozen something. He's got a company that he went through with his company he's had since 2009. That he used his company in order to go for this petition. It doesn't look good, because these people just gave you worth $400 million deal with Universal, and now you're turning around and trying to tell Universal, we want to see what you're doing. I can't. And as they say, Universal said no. So again, I can see the downfall for Drake coming after this one. If he was a PDF file, a minor, if there's any of that, it's going to hit the light. He will be the next Diddy. Kendrick just said the mansion will be raided. So with the actions like this, he is definitely asking for somebody to jump down his chimney this Christmas. So
no, you didn't.
I'm just saying,
no, you didn't. Listen, at the end of no, you didn't.
Yeah, he wants somebody to jump down his chimney on Christmas. To do that is crazy. To go against UMG, the same people who are paying you.
Listen, I am curious to see where this is gonna end up, because if you're claiming these allegations, not for nothing, nobody has brought these allegations against you, and these are moves that you have been thought of making before, but nobody has filed allegations against you for it.
His company's done it for him. Anybody with a company does this.
So why would you know in this day and age how everything is being able to be traced back? Not UPS. Look at me, I want to say UPS. Shut the hell up. You know what I meant. How you say that? Don't laugh at me.
Just be tracked. Yeah, it can be tracked through the internet.
What's it called?
Through the cloud.
The IP. I said UP.
No, listen.
I was close. The IP addresses. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, everything is being able to be backtracked. So why would you do that right now in this day and age, knowing that even if you played such and such to take this, that, and the third, that is still being traced to show that you did it, Drake.
See, this is my thing.
You should have just took this L. Like, he stomped on you. He did the Crip walk forwards, backwards, upside down from Spain to fucking China, all the way up to
Phillies.
Australia, down to fucking the Netherlands. He took you everywhere all over the world. You just had to eat that shit. And because you're not used to eating that and used to eating everything else, you weren't able to take it. You couldn't take it. These hot dogs you couldn't take. But you should have took it.
Not the dogs.
Wieners.
Not the glizzies. Listen.
I'm just saying, Puppy, instead of Grammys, like, it wasn't Grammys, it was Wieners. You had to eat that because Kendrick gave it to you. Just eat it.
Yeah, Flashback said it best. Drake is asking to be dropped. And this is my thing, right? We're just regular. I'm a regular human being. I just happen to be, like, I love business. I just love how things work. It ain't just say business. I just like to learn how things work. And after watching something I love all my life is music and just seeing the transition of it so many times, like, to me, for Drake to make that move and to do what he was doing, he clearly had to understand, like I just said here, like anybody else would have thought, that UMG, they would have a problem with that. Universal Music Group would should definitely have a problem with that, right? Now, if they don't have a problem with it and they don't do anything, the petition doesn't go through and it gets wiped away, to me, that was Drake's way, and could be Lucian's way of saying, okay, Drake, he got out on you. We're gonna do this to allow you to get back in because your reign ain't over yet. Business-wise. But I would, because to me, I would kind of feel some type of way. So if it doesn't go that way, I would feel like Lucian Grange or UMG, because again, it's not just UMG, it's Spotify. And you're saying that Spotify cooked the books. He made a claim in his petition, saying that when you ask to play Certified Lover Boy, if you put in Drake Certified Lover Boy, they would play Certified Lover Boy, Certified Pedophile, and automatically give you the Kendrick Lamar song. Now, anybody that's ever had a phone, ever been on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, anything, when you put a name in, sometimes if you don't know the name of the song, but you just hear Certified Lover Boy, because that part of his song, right? So even though that Certified Lover Boy is his album, because it became such a prominent statement or word, it
became more popular than his album, and he is sour about it. He's a sour toto about it. He's a sour toto about it. But he doesn't understand, maybe, am I saying it right, the algorithms that play on everybody else's dato, where right now it was playing more of They Not Like Us and started trying to play more of the sounding like the Toto version.
The problem is, listen, this for all musicians.
Everybody was listening. Yo, even if you didn't understand what it was, you was dancing to it.
But he's saying
it was a whole movement.
He's saying the only reason why it was a movement was because it was pushed upon us, which is a part of marketing.
No, I understand what he's saying.
Because I can't lie.
No,
not like us. When it first came out, I was not feeling it like that.
So let me say this.
As I listened to it again, like, oh shit,
let me give Carson as an example. Carson he don't like Drake
at all.
Let's just say that he don't like Drake. So he is one of, however many people have been waiting for a Drake song to drop saying They Not Like Us, to be able to push that because it was a banger. So no, once they had something they'll be able to push, and it was like, oh my God, They Not Like Us, and it just so happened that it was a banging ass banger by a banging ass artist, and you had like the hook, everything. I agree with, like, no, it took over. Drake is in his feelings.
I agree. See, look, I'm just, for me as a fan,
in his feelings too much, because at the end of the day, Drake, not pa tanto. That's way too much. You're mad in yourself. Like, you didn't have a better song than They Not Like Us. Like, his whole They Not Like Us, just the song, was more than the whole album he dropped against him.
I was just looking. I thought you was looking at something.
You know how I have my moments. Flower doors.
Listen, if you love music, if you love this part right here, this part of the conversation is really where we're going to expound on, because it's just about cognitive thinking, right? We've seen it with politics, religion. What?
I thought you were gonna make fun of me.
No. I'm just saying, but I like to look at things from an objective standpoint, from almost a God view, and just look at it all and see, and then look how it all plays out, and just watching this industry. Like, the thing with Drake is when Drake fell apart, right? He's not like us. Why? Because it's showing in the way that he's responding. He's responding like a white boy. Or, I don't even want to say white boy because it's not even a white boy thing. It's a properly induced lifestyle that allows you to get bitter over things that people go through every day. Was that a sophisticated way of saying it? I mean, every time you do that, I think you about to flash the screen and just make us go viral. I'm just saying, that's why I kept going, what are you doing? Anyway, I'm just... I'm just saying. That's why I kept looking down like, yo, why she keep doing... Every time you kept doing this, I'm going, oh, we about to have a Janet Jackson moment. We about to see a titty or something. I'm sorry, but y'all know I'm just going, this is going to be... I just, you know, innocent. But for him to do that, I feel like this is, again, like Flash said, maybe this is the end of his career. I think it's the end of Drake's career for doing that. If it's not the end of his career, then I think that it was a bigger play that was happening that allowed him to do it. Because the way that he's always come off, like the last interview he just did where he cut all his dreads off and he got the little bald spot there, probably because he had his braids, but, you know, and he's saying, like, I'm still here. Like, he's still showing that he's actually bitter and his feelings and emotions have gotten the best of him to the point where he's either lost his mind. He's lost his mind. Because other than that, you did some sick things in order to be able to do what you just did right here for it to work out. So he basically just burnt his career. I don't know. What do you think? Does it make any sense to me? Does it make any sense?
Let it burn.
I don't know. Oh, I got something else for you, though. Did you know in Pennsylvania, that, well, I know in Pennsylvania now because I just seen this, but if you have a medical marijuana card, that you can have your gun license revoked in Pennsylvania.
No, I did not know that.
Okay. You're right.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
It was a little picante.
Hit you in the spot.
I don't have a chaser. I drank all my Red Bull.
Okay. Well, look, I got another story for you guys. Then we're gonna get to some other things. We were figuring this out. We're gonna do some. You have some funny clips for us?
Is that everything that you have lined up?
Yeah, this is the last little thing. I really was gonna just leave off with the future and the thing, but then I had actually seen this and I thought this was beautiful.
Okay.
And plus, it's already 7:43, so I've already passed my quota. So at this point, we're just rocking.
And listen, not for nothing. Before he goes into his clip, it is $2 Tuesdays. That's right, I said it. $2 Tuesdays. Do not forget to tune in every Tuesday at 6:30. That's when we go live. It is the P.O.E. That's right, I said it. P.O.E, not pod, but P.O.E. P.O.E, providing official entertainment, providing official education for people who are not on this planet. And as we know, everybody from this planet is
not on this planet. Because everybody from this planet is not from this planet. Listen. Hey, yo, listen, I'm loving you right now. You're in your zone. You're in your zone. This right here gonna be the classic. We got some things coming with this one right here. I love this beat. Hey, again, I do all the production out here, man. Every beat you heard in the background is mine. We got the beats for you, man. You do radio, you do TV, you want some unique beats, we make those for you. Melodic Sound 7, hit me up. I got you. Record Source 7. It is what it is. This is the podcast, though. This is what we do, man. $2 Tuesday. This was today's clips on $2 Tuesday. We're going to get into it. I'm going to run it down for you. This is the podcast. That's right. I said P.O.E, not pod, but P.O.E, P.O.E, provide official entertainment, provide official education for the people on Earth. And as we know, everybody on this planet, not from this planet. Okay, this is the reaction news. So far, we have talked about the petition that was filed against UMG and Spotify over Not Like Us. Drake feels like they blew up the numbers. We also talked about Future's feelings on the Drake and Kendrick and beef in the song and his, where he was coming from. I thought it was crazy. We spoke about these two people who've been locked up for way over 2 years on murder charges, never knew each other but had a baby. Crazy story. We got your story about cops and kids that happened in Philadelphia, and just want to talk about that. We had a few other things that we're doing, but this is the podcast. Yes. So, okay, check this out. Let me stop all this. So check this out right here. This is the video. This has to do with marijuana. The Pennsylvania District Attorney suing to allow medical marijuana users to buy and have guns.
Well, Andrew, it's actually the district attorney in Warren County, Pennsylvania, who's a longtime gun owner. Now, recently he decided to get a medical marijuana card, and when he did that, he had to give up his guns and the concealed carry permit he got from his local sheriff. He says that's a violation of his Second Amendment rights, and so he's suing the federal government. Shooting and hunting are among the most popular hobbies in Pennsylvania, enjoyed by hundreds of thousands of residents, including Warren County District Attorney Rob Green. You're the top law enforcement officer in Warren County.
I am.
And you can't buy a gun.
That is correct.
Or have a carry permit.
That's correct.
And what is your opinion of that?
I'd like to say but I probably can't say that on camera, but it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong.
Green cannot own a gun because he, like nearly 500,000 Pennsylvanians, has a medical marijuana card. Federal law prevents even legal users of medical marijuana from buying or owning a gun. It says so right on the background check that gun buyers have to fill out.
That's what you were saying. They can't.
Greg Ionati owns Smokin' Guns in Oakmont.
If you have a medical marijuana card and you're filling out the form and you answer no to that question, you're committing a felony.
It's the same law that led to Hunter Biden's conviction on felony charges for buying a gun while he was using cocaine. You would end up like Hunter Biden.
I would end up like Hunter Biden.
Cocaine is different than marijuana.
That's what led Green to file this lawsuit, saying the federal law is depriving him of his Second Amendment rights. He's suing Attorney General Merrick Garland and the directors of the FBI and the ATF. You're a prosecutor and you're taking on the top prosecutor in the country. What's that been like for you?
God bless America. Isn't it great?
In court papers, the federal government calls the lawsuit meritless and cites a previous court ruling that there is no constitutional problem with separating guns and drugs. Gun experts say many gun owners and medical marijuana users are not aware of the law. There's close to 500,000 people in Pennsylvania who have medical marijuana cards. How many of those folks do you think might own a weapon?
I mean, it could be more than half, honestly.
Jonathan Stark owns Legion Arms in West Mifflin.
Even if they know that they're not allowed to buy a new firearm, they may not realize that they're also legally not allowed to possess the firearms that they currently have.
Yet the state health department does not ask people applying for marijuana cards if they own a gun. And Action News Investigates learned the agency does not turn over its list of marijuana card holders to state police or any federal agency for background checks. A health department spokesperson says state regulations provide protections against the disclosure of confidential patient data, including a person's participation in the medical marijuana program. Gun owner David Apt is not a marijuana user, but he says the state should be more transparent.
When you go to get a medical marijuana card, they should ask you, do you have guns? Do you plan on getting a gun? Because if getting that card means you can't get a gun later, that could be very frustrating for someone if they decide to get into shooting later on.
It's not just about buying or owning a gun. If you have a medical marijuana card, can you get a carry permit?
The short answer is no.
But that can also be confusing. The state carry permit form asks applicants if they are an unlawful user of marijuana. But unlike the federal form used to buy guns, it does not say medical marijuana is considered unlawful.
There are no questions about medical marijuana. There are questions about unlawful use of marijuana.
So do you think there might be some confusion?
I think there is some confusion.
State Senator Dan Laughlin of Erie has filed legislation that would allow medical marijuana users to get carry permits.
What we're trying to do here is simply have folks that already own guns
that have a medical card still be able to get a concealed carry permit.
Laughlin says the federal government should not label marijuana with the same stigma as other drugs like cocaine or heroin.
It seems pretty silly, doesn't it?
Not to advocates who point out that newer forms of marijuana have very high levels of THC, the substance that makes you intoxicated. One study found high THC weed users are nearly 5 times more likely to develop psychosis.
And that's a really scary statistic, and one that I think the public should be more aware of, and one that legislators should keep in the back of their
He don't look
mind
like his
as they
lips ever
consider,
smoke weed.
This issue of medical marijuana use.
He needs to shut the hell up.
To firearms.
Stupid.
So am I worried about that?
His lips
Not
do.
at all, because I don't think it's true.
Still, Warren County's top prosecutor says he is following the law.
I own no guns now. My wife owns lots of guns, but I don't own any guns.
Ah,
All my guns
smart.
are transferred to her, and they're not in my home.
But that's
for the
sad.
feds that might be listening.
Shout
Listen.
out to Princess in the building.
Yeah, shout out to Princess in the building. Okay, so that the gun law in their state, because you have universal gun laws, which everybody has the right to bear arms, and then you have it left down to whatever state chooses to use whatever means they choose to use in order to.
On wherever you are.
Right, but this is just like the Roe versus Wade. Well, it was a federal rule about women being able to. That was the Roe versus Wade thing, right? For all the females was arguing about. This person's drinking water. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm saying it got dropped down to the states to make their own decisions on what a woman wants to do with her body, right? Okay. And when it comes to guns, it's the same thing.
It all depends.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, again, see, this is where politics becomes that gray area. Because in the Constitution, you have the right to bear arms. Everybody that is an American has the right to bear arms. It's only policies. It isn't government statutes. It's policies of the individual states that are allowed to be able to put the harness on how guns are distributed into their states. But federally, everyone has the right to bear arms. So you have to give everybody the right. But state to state can change what the rules are.
Depending on.
Like in Tennessee, for instance, was the big thing when Tennessee let 18 and over, anybody can get a gun. Right, so you have states that's like that. Again, to me, I say, like, if you want to go to a state where if you like guns, sometimes you might have to just uproot yourself from the places that you are who have rules like this. Because at this very moment in time, I mean, we do understand that smoking marijuana and drinking alcohol is two different things with a gun in your hand.
For real.
But as they had it, at one point, weed was going to get you just as much. Was it a Schedule 2 drug? I believe it's Schedule 2. It's not Schedule 1, Schedule 2. But you can get a lot of time for weed.
I guess depending on where you're from, right? Because it depends on where you are. Am I saying it wrong? Because
it's not a federal rule to even smoke weed federally.
What?
State to state can make the decision. The Fed said no, but every state can make their own decision. See, this is the power of your state, and so I understood about when my elders were telling me about your state.
The feds.
The government.
Overall.
Government overall is everybody can't smoke weed. Yeah, right. No.
But your state said you could.
Yeah. Your state is not going to just like the sanctuary states, like New York. We are not doing immigration, but this state is saying, come here, your state. We have a sanctuary state. So every state.
But the federales can come in and say, I don't care what your sanctuary state says. You got to get the fuck about it.
Right. If the feds were going to raid you.
We did so good. Oh, shout out to our marker, 754. I broke it. I tried not to curse.
You been broke the curse.
No, I didn't curse.
You been broke the curse.
I did?
Yes. You been gone. You just. Anyway, listen. I'm just saying, like, the mindset is.
What I mean?
Huh?
Like, they've been like. Like you can have like the crossover.
Explain.
You could say like, oh, for example, we don't want the illegal immigrants coming here, but we make this exception. You come here under these conditions and it's okay.
Okay, no. let's say it like this. Okay, so abortion. Just deal with abortion.
He said, what about?
Just deal with
what about recreational use? Holler.
Recreational doesn't count.
What about alcohol? Holler.
Exactly. I agree with the alcohol. That's what I agree with alcohol.
Help me
the same way.
understand it. All right. So use it for alcohol.
Okay. Alcohol isn't considered a drug, even though it's a drug because it is legal to anyone over 21 who has the right to drink whenever they feel like drinking.
Okay.
Right. Weed, marijuana should be on the same level as alcohol. No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not federally recognized. But the feds are saying every state had. We're not. It's like Donald Trump said, when it comes to abortion, government don't want nothing to do with that. Okay. Let your state handle it. That's all he did. He didn't say you can't do what you want to do. He just said we're leaving it to your state.
Okay.
We're not. We're saying we're not dealing with that.
We're taking away from a federal level. And
right, and giving it back. You're putting it back in your hands. If you live in your state, you argue that in your state.
Where you're from.
It's out of the government. We're not gonna make it a government rule and policy because every right. Okay, it depends on where you stand at or how you feel about that. It's the same with guns.
Yeah, maybe I get that because it's like you said, state to state.
So with the marijuana, for instance,
go ahead.
Jersey, it's legal. Boston has been legal. It's mad places that it's legal. Vegas, legal. Places we've seen it's legal. You can go if you don't gotta go find a drug dealer no more. You can literally go to certain states. As soon as you pull up in the state, you can go right to the local store, pull up, and go grab you something to smoke, right? And then you have states like Pennsylvania, Georgia. You can't smoke no weed. You can't. The weed is not legal, so you're still getting the same charges that we used to get up here.
Yeah.
Right. It's because it's nothing but the transition because they left it to the states. So that's up to the people that are there to be able to vote. And again, if most people are smoking weed and caught cases earlier who love to smoke weed, you're going to break down that vote. So that's all politics. That's the thing right there. So when they reference, for instance, like Hunter Biden had cocaine, that's what happened to him. Hunter Biden was sniffing cocaine. The cocaine and weed is not the same. That's why I hate about the news. That's why you can tell that the news is geared to say things that don't make no sense. I want a channel that just makes sense. That's what we are. A channel that we don't know at all, but we do our best to make it make sense. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's
over here, you guys.
If you have a medical marijuana card. I don't know, and that, look again. If I'm from Jersey, so if you're in Jersey and you have a marijuana card, and you also have a firearm, you should check on the laws to see where they stand on that. Because again, we're seeing it here. That's why I was glad I came across it to expose it for that purpose. For anybody in any state that you're in, this is actually an issue. It's an issue that's been being rung up right now in Pennsylvania, as we're seeing. But this is an issue that's going to definitely spark and start to grow around in a lot of other places. And again, I tell all of my American people, just because you're born somewhere don't mean you have to stay there. America's a beautiful place. Unfortunately for me, or fortunate for me, I lived in a lot of places growing up from young, so I met a lot of different people. I'm not afraid to move around. It's not different for me, but you learn a lot when you don't just vacation, but you go out and you go study the land, go take some journeys, go get yourself an RV. I don't know. But so you got some videos for us? So you said you got some funny things. Because if not, we can definitely skip out. It's nothing.
Hey,
we rocked out. We rocked out.
At the end of the day, you guys know, sometimes, not all the time, excuse my vocals right now.
Stop for one. Let me go ahead and while we're just, now you cool. While we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and put everything in perspective so that way, because a lot of things have been moved around since we're changing from one media source to another. Just want to make sure we got it going. But so what do you think about it though with the gun usage and things? How do you feel about that? You think it's okay? Especially since I broke it down with the Roe versus Wade thing, the whole big abortion thing that was going on.
At the end of the day, I believe that you should have the right to choose. That's just it.
Makes sense.
That's just it. Because the circumstances, you never know. It could be anything from A to Z. I'm just saying, don't have like a gold membership to a place and expect it to be like working your 4-time platinum member.
Gold membership? Yeah, I like that. I like the way you gold
That's
membership.
What I'm saying.
Well, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Sorry.
I'm trying to do this for you. I'm trying to do this for you, lady.
I
It's too late now. I don't know what. No, we go. Oh, you did erase it.
It's considered a medicine that about the pain medication. What about the pain medication?
Well,
pain
marijuana?
medication is, listen, if we're talking about in the marijuana form, it has been given over doctor's orders in different forms. And if your form has been constructed to a doctor's order, then shout out to you. And if it hasn't, then listen, learn how you can get it conformed to a doctor's order near you. Until then, we're going to talk about what we have in our chat, which is...
Yeah, now I just wanted to piggyback off of what Flash was saying. Again, this is the governmental rule and for Pennsylvania. This is not necessarily a thing for Jersey. Again, if like for anybody that's in Jersey, we should look that up, check that out. I'll do that. I'll look that up and make sure if I got it by Thursday, I'll bring it up Thursday and put it out for you guys. But yeah, this is just how the rules work when we're locked under the system. So,
Listen.
What you got for us?
So, I did not know this about this type of, you know how I am about certain bugs.
Bugs?
Okay, so snakes. I'm about snakes. I can deal with bugs, okay? I swear, I promise y'all, I can deal with bugs. I may have a moment where I can be like, ooh, but a snake? No, a bug? No, babe, a bug, I can have a moment where I'm like, oh, and I can get it together. But a snake, I would not be able to get it together unless I'm underneath the influence of something that is out of my control, like you guys seen in Vegas. And if you guys know, you know. That's just it. All right? So, back to what I was saying.
Yeah, Vegas was different.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen to this. All right, so this guy was talking about this species that has been released recently as to do migration and stuff that's been happening in the world, right? Look at this death of a spider. This strain of spider.
Okay.
I said that.
Looks like Spider-Man. Looks like Spider-Man. Hold up. Let me do this.
I said that and I fixed it. Make it bigger.
I'm rocking with you. I'm going to put it on a bigger thing so they can see it. That's all. See
Okay.
the colors
Are you all ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
I can't see it on here. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
One of these Hindenburg spiders in your house, if you have, stay far away from it. They look cuddly, they look cute, the colors are amazing, but it's tricking you. These, especially if you live in Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, they came over from West Africa about a month ago on a barge on accident. These things are quite venomous. If you took 25 million black widows, extracted their poison, put it in a pot and boiled it and stirred it up and made sure it was all mixed together, and then you injected it into a spider, it would be this one. One bite from this thing and it's gonna put you right out on your back. And
you see that? Ten cuidado. Be careful of this infestation of these spiders that have been killed.
First of all, if I see anything like that,
but
I don't believe in killing ants, bugs, none of that shit.
I know.
A fly gets
so
it.
You would think like, oh,
nah,
it's
this
cute.
shit get no. I wouldn't think this is cute. I would probably catch it, but I would not play games when I caught it. I'm not one of those people that's gonna pick up worms anymore and frogs like I used to.
I don't want nothing to do with it at all. Like take it
bowl.
all the way away. I don't want to say, oh, like, oh, it looks shiny, it looks cute. The colors are like.
I'll be on my Indiana Jones shit. I ain't gonna lie. I probably get a big ass. I probably go
on
Winnie Boo one of Winnie Boo bowls.
You know how I am with.
If I seen that, if I seen a spider do
my
that,
God, yes.
What? I mean, like if I seen a spider do that, I'm gonna be excited and scared at the same time.
Like
I'll probably Google it, but now that I know what it is, if I see it, since you said it's out here,
yeah,
is it in Jersey?
It's close. It's close enough that bitch. If you see it, I'm sorry. If you see it, I'm thinking something cute. You better. It ain't no. What's that called? It ain't no stink bug. It ain't no. What's the other thing? It ain't no spotted lantern fly.
I'm just saying. I ain't gonna lie. If I would have seen that without seeing this video,
Santa,
I would have tried to catch that joint.
Don't catch it.
Because I would be like, yo, this shit is exotic. I would have been like.
All right. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Better the pipe. Okay. Listen, Philly is not for the weak.
I tell everybody, Philly is off the chain.
Watch this.
Shout out to Philly.
Throw hands yet?
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, you didn't see that. Oh, he got her.
You good?
You gotta run that back after this is over.
Yes.
What the fuck was that?
You shot at him?
Holy shit. Why the fuck are you stabbing him?
I missed it.
All right, Ruby.
No. Keep letting it play to a loop. I'll watch it again.
All right. So when it happens, you guys have to watch immediately the guy The older gentleman.
Look, that's the border
where his hand is swinging. It's not right here. Get ready. It's coming up. Right here.
Hands yet?
See the older man? Boom! You see who he hair rocks?
Yeah.
It's a female.
The gun?
And you see the dude right there? Yes, he's holding the gun like, bitch, back up. Back up. This is my block, back up. You see the dude in the gray sweatpants? He's holding the pistol. He walks in the street and he still holds the gun like, y'all motherfuckers back up.
Right.
Back up. That's my block, back up. But what happens when the cops pull up?
He run?
No, he didn't. He's still right. That's why the cops got him. See, the cops are like, whoop, 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 whoop. What's going on?
Yeah.
And he was right there on the right hand side.
Look, that's the border right there.
The cops are like, what happened? People showed the video. He had the gun in his hand. And he was like, yeah, I got the gun. Bitch, I did it. Take me away. Bitch, I did it. I had the gun. They was swinging. Look, it's a dude swinging on the chick.
Oh, shit.
That dude all in black was swinging on the chick. He backed him up like, bro, you're not going to keep hitting that female?
Yeah, but that's from the part of the video that we seen. I mean, I get it.
Seen.
I respect the fact that he pulled the gun out, backed that shit down, and then chilled out. He ain't shoot nobody. I respect that. I mean,
he didn't shoot nobody. He was just like, yo, back up because you keep hitting that female. Like, bro, you shouldn't. It's bitches fighting.
Flashy, yo, become Spider-Man from the Spider Joint. Yo, you know what's funny though? I was thinking the same shit. I was thinking the same thing. Like, yo, I ain't. Never mind. Okay, but yeah, that was.
Can't stand you, but yes.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Listen. What? Ready for my next one?
Yeah, go ahead. Back out.
When you're trying to get away from the cops and they're on your heels, this is a new tactic, y'all.
When they're on your heels?
When they're on your heels. Puppy, why you can't press play?
Because you're over here.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh! What you see?
I ain't see nothing. We gotta run that back after it
You're
goes
not
around.
seeing nada from us. Not even a dollar. Listen, we're gonna play it again.
lost heading unknown.
He said, all right, you see the cop on his heels. What you see? What you see? You see anything? You don't see shit. Where he at? Where's he at?
Nah, I ain't going with that. Hold on.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, I see him pull it out. Yeah.
You see him pull it out.
Right.
You see him hold it.
Right, but he's in. Look, I'm looking at what he's in. That's a Saturn.
What is that?
A Saturn.
Let's say this is Saturn.
Ain't that the Saturn?
Listen,
Ain't that the Saturn? That's a Saturn.
License plate on tilt.
Okay.
All white vehicle.
Yeah.
You ready? He said, oh.
Right, that light can only be there as long as he's in front of him.
Listen. Where'd he go?
Subject is lost heading unknown.
Not everything is about speed in order to get away.
He gonna make me try that shit.
He got him.
Shout out to him. I don't know what happened. I'm still confused. I'm a thinker.
The cop can't go. He can't go. He can't see shit.
But the cop is still moving.
But he slowed up.
Right,
but
but okay.
He should have been.
Nah, okay.
But the dude who is out,
okay.
He don't got nothing to nothing to worry about because he's out. He can see everything in front of him. It's the cop that can't see bullshit, so he has to slow all the way down. And when he tried to catch up to him to see whatever he wants, his lights was already out because you can't see anything. The cop is blinded. He's trying to show his vision is what? I can see you, but you can't. You can't see shit. He's gone.
No. Okay, can I say my part now? Because this shit is ridiculous. Okay, hold on. Let's let it go. Let's go. All right, let it go. Let it go.
For your version.
Okay. All right, let it go again. Let it flip now. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Okay, look, we see it, right? They're driving. Light comes out. Boom. He flashes hard. Cop stops. All right, I'm stopping it. Cop stops. So the car is still in front of the officer, right? Even when he slows down. Mm-hmm. Because you see the light dim. Okay, but my thing is, when the light goes off, he ain't disappearing. I don't know. Maybe I'm done.
Watch, ready? 1, 2, 3. You can't see me. Gone. Where am I at, bitch?
Subject is
Where am I at,
lost heading unknown.
You can't see nothing. I'm gone. I blinded you. I made you sit back. You know, if I got off, if I kept going straight, you can't see nothing. You don't know. It's a blur. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? I'm not. First of all, I'm not knocking the move.
That's what happened.
Did you see the car that they had the oil slick joint?
Listen.
Dude passed in the oil slick joint, and then he put. Okay, anyway. I'm just saying. To me, I don't know.
It was
Shout
a
out to them.
wonderful
They
thing.
got away. If they got away. Or
Are y'all
not,
ready?
I mean.
Are y'all ready?
Yes. What we got?
You know I can't see. Why is Big over here? Pause.
She said, "Why is it bigger over here?"
I meant that, y'all.
Y'all almost stopped doing this podcast and shit, but
All right, y'all ready?
Laughing. I'm just laughing.
Where am I at? All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Wait. I need the volume. Listen, this is at y'all family's wake, all right? Because sometimes things happen when y'all go to bury somebody, okay? And he was getting ready to bury his auntie. And this is what happened at her grave. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can't see it, puppy. Okay, there it goes. I was on the first play. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh, auntie. Oh.
Boy.
Look at her sister right there.
That's the type of shit I would say. I just love having, even in bad times, I just think laughter is always the key. Now, he almost fell in and I paid attention because I missed it again. I must be going dumb.
I'm going to show her from the beginning that we're going to watch the whole thing,
All
okay?
right.
She's in the ground,
Right.
and it's when the time where you're supposed to throw the flowers on the grave before they cover it. You're supposed to throw the flowers on the tomb.
Yeah, he throwing his like he must have came late because
No, it's the beginning. It's when you're supposed to begin.
Yeah,
All
look,
right,
there's
so
flowers
watch.
down there though. Why is he the last one?
You
Everybody's
ready?
backed up.
Are you ready?
Yeah. He last. He said, "Oh Lord."
Boy.
That's the type of stuff you need. If you need to laugh at a funeral, man, it's over. Unless it's like one of those sad ones. Even that make you laugh, make you touch your soul.
Just watch.
He dropped before her. She screamed.
She's trying so hard to get it together.
They all look down there like.
She can't get it together. He can't get up because he laughing so hard.
Yeah, that's that. Things like that, man, can make the whole mood better, man. In a sad situation, laughter is the key.
Look.
She do that shit from a distance.
Everybody throwing it from far. Look. He's trying to take us all, Lord.
Hold on, wait a minute. You got a brown belt on, nigga. That's why you fell. Why you got a brown belt on with black pants, black shoes? He probably got on blue socks. He gotta be from the country.
Look, they threw the leaves from
The
far.
palm leaf. Look, they looking like it's a death trap. They like it's quicksand.
Look, she's still going. She can't hold it no more.
Mama grabbed you.
Listen, it was funny.
I respect that one. I respect that one. I respect that one.
It was cool. It was funny.
Yeah, it was okay. Hold up. Put it back here. That's all they can see is okay. Yeah.
It was good. It was funny. All right, so I got just a couple more because listen, it is Tuesday night, $2 Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in so much. We have just a couple more videos in store for you guys. And the next one that we have in store for y'all, are you ready?
Nah, Spider said he said it remind me of some of my family members at the family funeral. Yeah, like yo, it was crazy. You know what? The bad thing about a funeral is already sad when you lose somebody. But when things like that happen, people can laugh and still be themselves. Like, and I think that's the best part of that, man. Laughter can soothe the soul, man. Thinking about good things can soothe the soul, even in bad situations. I really preach that, believe in that. they'll always focus on the better of things than the worst of things. You know what I mean? So shout out to that.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, we rocking. What you got?
All right, yeah.
Wait.
This is what happens when you give your grandma at the virtual headset. The virtual headset.
Yeah. My shit. Oculus,
the virtual headset.
Oculus type shit.
Is this fair or foul?
Don't fucking touch me.
It's just us. Look, it's just a game. Look, it's just a shark on the screen. It's just a game.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! Oh shit! Nah, I ain't going with that.
Foul?
I'm not going with that. I'm not going with that. Do that shit again. Nah, do that again. Bring that back. It's just low.
Is it real? No, it's real.
It's just us. Look, it's just a game. Look, it's just a shark on the screen. It's just a game.
Nah, that's an act, yo. I ain't going with that. Where she pull that shit out of? I'm not going with that, Jules. I'm not going with that. Nah, I'm not going with that. I'm not going with that.
Granny said, "I wish a motherfucker would." That's what Granny
I'm not going
said.
with that. Yo, I can't believe. I'm
That's
not
what
believing
Granny
that.
said.
I'm not
All right,
believing that.
So listen, you don't gotta believe it. Flashback said it's fake. We're gonna see what else is real. Are you ready?
You don't think that was fake? You really believe that was real?
I don't know, Pai. I just seen the clips. Let's just go. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah.
Are you ready? Listen, sometimes you have a wonderful time drinking out.
Drinking out? Out drinking?
Out drinking. Whatever.
Oh,
all right, so listen to her. She had a good time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is her first drink on her night out.
Hi, I'm Louise. This is my first drink.
That's her first drink.
I'm Louise. This is my last drink.
My last drink.
Hi, I'm Rachel. This is my first drink. Hi, I'm Rachel. This is my last drink.
Oh yeah, she's taken down. She's gonna get taken down. She in the casino?
Hi, I'm Becky. This is my first drink.
That's how your ass be. That's how your ass be.
Hi, I'm Jenny. This is my first drink. Hi, I'm Jenny, and this is my last drink. Hi, I'm Isabel, and this is my first drink. I'm Isabel, and this is my last drink.
Ain't the same clothes. I hate shit like this now. I was okay in the first few. Isabel, you changed your outfit. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, that's Sarah on her last drink.
Michelle, this is my first drink.
Michelle.
Yeah.
She with the girl. She with her girlfriend. The same one.
Sarah and Michelle definitely
I'm
had
about
a
to say
few more
that. I'm about
laughs
to say that. They was together.
Did you see that?
I ain't getting them back.
drinks.
Yup, this is why P. Diddy had a field day with you critters. He had a field day with you critters.
Shut up.
Glad I ain't making the industry the way I like to drink and chill out. I'd have been Diddy to have me ripped the fuck over. I had to kill that nigga. Huh? Yeah.
Listen, sometimes you just got too much confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
Stop touching
I
me.
know how to do a cartwheel. Here we are. A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Yo, you see how her hands are split apart like she was gonna do a split?
She said, I know how to do a cartwheel.
Nah, play
Are
that
you ready?
again. Yeah, play
she
it again.
said, I know how to do a cartwheel.
Look how her arms split apart.
Here we are.
Swip, Right there. Right. Hold on. Go. Do that again. Stop.
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
I know how to do a cartwheel.
Yo. Damn, her arms just, especially for a big girl, her back arms. Look. It couldn't support that, and she didn't go all the way over. So that I get it. You know what? Just keep it right there. I just got hit one more time.
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up. It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
A bullshit.
I'm just saying, she got what she asked for. God bless her face, because being that I'm older now, that I care about the sensitivity of you not being hurt.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. You be having a classic hit, I swear. We doing this every Tuesday and Thursday. What? Come on. What are we doing?
You ready?
Hold on. Run that back. Okay. Oh shit! Okay, now I see it. now I see what happened. Pop up. Yeah, he bit his balls. He bit his gonads. He bit his freaking gonads. You know what salsa music is called? Salsa music. We need some sensitivity. I'd have probably been mad as hell, bro. That time I was playing, remember that time I told you I was playing with Princess? I was naked. I had to have my towel on. I was naked, right? Hold up. So I'm naked, right? I got my towel on, but I just got Princess. I had Princess maybe like 3 weeks. I had like 3 weeks. And, you know, I'm like, messing with her. So she's jumping up. And I just bust out laughing because in my brain I just thought like, I was wrestling butt naked with a dog. First of all, that was the dumb shit. I was butt naked, but I had appropriate attire of covering myself. But, boy, I'm just saying, shout out to you. Boy, you got me swinging. You got me. She pulled my towel. I got nervous. I did one of the moments. You ever see remember the Red Dragon when he tucked his jaw between his legs? He was standing like this. She had me like this. She had me with my shit tucked like this. Yo, Princess is the crazy. Hey, P, come here, P. Come here, mama. Yo, come here, baby girl. Come here. This one right here. It almost happened to me. That just happened to there. Almost happened to me. So don't ever be butt naked.
Right,
don't ever be butt naked with your dog.
Last video that I have, y'all.
Your dog's a puppy.
Last video that I have.
Puppies don't care. Anything moving around, they going for it.
Listen, we seen this video before, and we didn't believe it was true, but we tested the theory, and it's true, y'all.
Okay, I know this. I've seen this. I think I know what this is.
You ready?
Yeah.
Bobby, why I can't hear shit?
And maybe it's because she has no volume up top. Yep, there you go.
But if I walk normally, watch.
Oh, yeah, ready?
That's exactly how you can steal.
So listen, we didn't believe it. So he had tested this theory. We were at a store, and he was like, yo, I want to see this theory is true because we've seen this meme. And he did exactly what you just see right now, which is the girl doing this crazy ass move. And then he went regular, and guess what? When he did the crazy ass move,
they could not believe it.
It worked. I couldn't believe it.
If you shake through there, it won't go off. It'll go off. That's a fact. I worked in retail. I know that for a fact. Yo, listen. I mean, that's funny because but exactly, you could just walk out the store.
Normally, watch.
That's a fact.
You see how he shimmy with the PS5?
Yo, there's so many scams right now out here that's going. Yo, it's just crazy being older now, being slowing down and just watching things.
The PS5. The game.
He got the pad, everything, the computer.
The fucking the fucking handheld, the Switch.
The Switch. Smart. Shout out to them.
If I walk normally, watch.
Listen, thank you guys for tuning in. It is the podcast. That's where I said the P.O.E, not pod, but P.O.E. P.O.E, providing official entertainment, providing official education for people on this planet, on Earth. And as we know, everybody from this planet is not from this planet. I am your co-host, the Crimson Tempest, a.k.a. Restaurant in the Building. This is Mr. Reckless World 7th Night.
Hot dog.
Listen, it is another Melodic Sound 7 production, Reckless World 7. Do not forget, it is Beats by Rex. Listen, Lucci Mastermind, he is the hooks and the booze.
Yeah, Lucci killed this. Lucci killed this. Yeah. Yeah. I can't never play that song out yet because we ain't dropped that song yet. I played enough of it so y'all seen it already. Y'all heard it. What it is, but that thing gonna be a banger, boy. Listen. Podcast.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another $2 Tuesday. Don't
right.
forget, it's just Express. We are the Podcast Reaction News Report at 6:30 every Tuesday.
Yes, I almost retired. I almost quit.
Dave. We appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who was in the building tonight. Listen, tonight we talked
about Drake with this petition against UMG and Spotify and how that either the stupidest thing or he's got some shit going on. We talked about Like That and what Future Response was to Kendrick after all this time. We talked about these two people who got locked up, had been in jail forever, never met each other, and still had a baby and how it happened. We talked about cops and kids and something that went down in Philly, and we just wanted to talk about some things and a lot more things we talked about, man. This is the podcast. This is what we do on Tuesday. We do the news. It is what it is.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Intellectual ignorance, critical thinking all the time. That is Reckless World 7, Mr. El Vlago in the building. He is matrix-minded. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am the co-host, Crimson Tempest, a.k.a. Restoring the Building.
Hey, Stormy.
And thanks, guys.
Yes, we out of here, though. We glad that you guys came through. We back.
Yes.
We'll talk about what we do next at our 100th episode.
Hold on. Espérate. Before we end the night, Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Oh, so we won't be here Thursday. So
we will not be here. However, we will be delivering maybe a little special something on maybe Friday to give a recap of what our Thursday was.
If that's what she says.
Maybe, because it's ladies' night, but I can't give ladies' night because we have so much planned. So
maybe we'll just go live from our phone and just, show how
we do.
Yeah, because I don't celebrate Thanksgiving itself, but I love to be around my family that loves to celebrate. It's the time that we all get together, and so I'm there.
Yeah.
Anytime my family together, I like to be there. And I think we all should, but I'm blessed with being old enough and having a long enough life to be able to experience things that I thought weren't so cool when I was younger, like most of us.
So shout out to everybody in the building. Listen, I had a wonderful time. I was out in visiting different parts of the United States, and shout out to my son. I love him dearly. I miss him so much and can't wait to see him again. Listen, y'all, thank you so much. It is the Podcast. That's right, I said P.O.E, not pod, but P.O.E. P.O.E, providing official entertainment, providing official education for people on this planet, on Earth, and as we know, everybody from this planet is what? Not from this planet. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Reckless World 7, built from scratch media. We're here. Ay, santo. Thank you, guys.
We're here. Yeah, all God, sons of the Most High. We shall all fall. Where do you stand in the 5 points of your body? Arm, leg, arm, head. You stand erect. What do you stand for? What do you stand for? What would you die for? And if you truly would die for, will you live for? Will you live for? Yeah, that's deep, right? Program set for you already. It's already set for you. And there's many levels to it. You ain't gotta sell your soul to achieve. You just have to regain it. You have to claim it. You have to claim it. You have to claim yourself. You have to claim yourself. That's a blessing in the Most High. That's a blessing in the Most High. You are a blessing. You are a blessing. You are a blessing. You are a blessing.